have that 9.2% because what they're trying to say is between March 24th and April 4th, people may have sold their shares and they could have been part of the appreciation of him joining onto the company. So that's pretty, I mean, that's fair for those who want to sue. Hopefully they get their money.
So now zooming out, looking at it like that.
This guy, man. You gonna tell me that was not some interesting timing?
That was well planned. If I don't disclose what's going on, and now finally when it gets reported that I never disclosed what's going on, and now strategically I'm already in place for this short, anticipating everyone's gonna be mad that they had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah, and the day he disclosed, it went up 27%. So it's like he made it seemingly on all sides. You know, we don't have access to his positions, but if we could see the timing, I'm sure it would tell us a whole lot of dollar signs. Yeah, like
while writing an option at the same time. For the growth.
It's kind of similar to a covered call. I mean, he knew what was gonna happen. Like, so genius.
And see, now he's orchestrating what's happening, and instinctively winning on it on the forefront.
Right, and I'm late, so I'm now watching Billions. Like, I'm on like season 5, and this is just, I'm seeing such similarities between Bobby Axelrod and Elon Musk. You guys can let me know.
Bobby.
Yeah, let me know if you guys see the similarities there. I mean, he seems very competitive, but also like driven and smart. You know, because it just like Twitter is in that interesting place where we were talking about Instagram, right, and how like Facebook might be dying, but they have Instagram, WhatsApp, blah blah blah. So. And Oculus, that was the blah, blah, blah. But with Twitter, like, we don't know. Like, it seems like it kind of has a plateau. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They teased edit buttons. They teased, what was the whole, the chat, the Clubhouse, chat rooms, like, the Periscope.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Even extending your characters.
What do you mean?
So right now there's a finite amount you could actually share one time. I think it's about 240 characters.
Oh, like putting more than 140?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that would be a cool feature. But then people would just be talking too much. What you can do, put a paywall?
More than like, get Twitter Pro.
You see what I'm saying? And it's kind of good. Like, I'm glad there's no Twitter Pro. You can pay to, put ads on your Twitter or whatever. But that being said, we've watched other social medias develop their business model for a more profitable model. So Facebook with the ads and the data, you know what I mean? Like, What is Twitter doing other than just being a hub for conversation, which can be very valuable. But I like that Elon's there now because I'm sure he has some ideas on how to extract more value out of that, being the kind of CEO he is. So shout out those moves by Elon. Inspirational.
I have a feeling if we stay tuned, we're gonna see some pretty crazy things before June.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I just like to see it.
This quarter is going to be interesting.
I kind of want a Tesla for when he drops news like this, because then I'm in the Tesla. Like, they could look at me like I'm responsible for the news, too.
Yeah.
That's some recent news, I mean, for the Canadian market space, the North American market space. If we missed anything, let us know or put it on our Discord, Reddit. Those things we informed you we have joined onto. But I did want to highlight a move by Samsung that happened amid our brief intermission. Okay, so
the most interesting move.
Yeah, and it's going to be a nice segue into our upcoming coin segment. But reported January 7th, a couple months back now, Samsung bought digital real estate in one of our favorite metaverses, Decentraland. So they bought a plot, which is a replica of their real store in New York, and they kind of pretty much made that in the digital form. Okay, so as we're seeing like the Snoop Dogg, Samsung, more money, more capital, more companies getting involved in this metaverse space. And if money doesn't make it real, I don't know what does. I mean, it's not a joke. this is a different kind of world. We did break down Metaverse, and I think in our second episode. As you can see, digital real estate is a thing.
It's a real thing. As we discussed and we said, very soon, most of the accessibilities we have in real life, we're all going to be able to find on the internet. Prime example, I could walk through a park right now, and I don't have to leave my house. So now you're telling me I could go to the Samsung store and start shopping?
That's right. Specifically the Samsung 837X shop. Accessible for a limited time. So hopefully it's still on for those interested now. You would have to log into your Decentraland, so you need your avatar there. Doesn't take too long to create. Just make sure your computer's ready for that.
Make sure you have your wallet ready.
Your
that
crypto
is how
wallet.
You latch along.
Right. So
shout out to MetaMask.
There you go. Connect your MetaMask. It identifies you and what may be in your wallet, and it lets you log into the game. And at that point, you can go into the store and you can shop. Samsung. So shout out Samsung.
So now imagine this. I could walk into the Samsung store, buy a NFT flat screen TV, bring it to my Metaverse home.
Yeah, display.
And we're all watching my NFT flat screen.
Facts. But they won't make flat screens as big as my digital real estate. Like, I'm going to have a whole part of my house is just a TV.
I'm trying to have a condo, and on the whole side of the condo is real-time video.
Like showing to the people on the outside?
Yeah.
Straight. So you're going to see a Raptors game.
Content.
More content.
On loop.
Just screen record that screen. But yeah, I mean, Samsung, Decentraland. Who's next? You know what I mean? We got the sandboxes and Decentraland's letting you know that if $2 million is too much for a house, you gonna hop on the Metaverse and get you one.
The other day, Lil Durk already dropped his NFT shoe line. That is hitting for a different type of price.
Were they taking Ethereum?
Yes. I believe it's on the OpenSea market. Search it up right now. It's mad drip, though.
Wow.
It's super drip.
Ah. So it's to go with his album he dropped. The album was fire, though. I'm not going to lie to you. Because they expected that. They expected some beef. Nah, he gave you melodies and some shoes. And look, Benzino's getting paid off this somehow.
So see, look at this. Just through creating custom NFT clothing, it's already a $40 billion market.
Avatars are for it. Yeah.
This is crazy.
Expected to rise to $265 billion by 2026. Now, there's a lot of movement in NFTs. Still have some skeptics in terms of how long, like if it's a fad or not. You know what I mean? But I think if this has even half of this growth by 2026, there's going to be less skeptics.
Here's why I'm going to argue as to why it's going to stay here long term. How long have we been playing games like Fortnite and 2K? How important is our avatars every season?
Even on the console itself, you can have an avatar. And you imagine PS or Xbox is selling to you straight on the homepage. Hold this NFT. So now when I log on, I have a crown on my profile.
Boom.
My profile
Not
hits
only
different.
that crown is carried. I'm able to carry that crown into every game I play.
Shout out 19 keys. But then I feel like that would have less credence on me achieving more in the game. I just feel like I'm more now. Because that's what happens with like those games. You really want to talk about it. Like people that can, spend money on the game or prefer to spend money on the game, buy all this stuff. But it doesn't actually give you the skill level of the person that might have earned all the stuff through getting 100%. The game currency, But, I mean, that's a never-ending debate. So shout out Lil Durk and Satoshi Designs and Nexus for transforming shoe wear.
Whew.
I mean, we're in the NFT space with our shoes now. And
not going to lie, these shoes are looking kind of drippy. I might have to cop them for my Decentraland,
If you could put them on, it'd be sick. Because that's the thing I don't understand. Like,
no, you can.
Are the shoes like a picture? Like, is it a PNG NFT?
Nah, so it's an NFT. So in the sense of when I log on now, I'm now able to open up my NFT. So if it's a wearable,
they didn't mean NFTs.
Yeah.
They literally just meant wearables like
Yep.
costumes and gaming skins are the market that's going to go to 260. No, I believe that 100%.
So
Man,
now,
100%.
boom, I'm swaggy.
Shout out to Source. It's a cool article. I kind of like this. And I mean, look at the kind of exposure you're giving to hip hop now, right? And that makes me tick personally because, you know, shut up and dribble or shut up and rap. Like, professionals constantly get put in a box. But I mean, Kanye West has showed you could be professional at more than one thing. You could be good at way more than one thing.
Yep.
Just because you know me for this doesn't mean that I can't be a finance expert or lead the way for value to be seen differently. So shout out Lil Durk. Got to get a bag different ways. Appreciate that.
Straight innovation.
And if that can block out where we already have certain roadblocks like record labels and people, managers who put us in these contracts that give 360 access for to them, to our earnings, maybe now we can keep a bit more of the pie through NFTs and digital currency.
And I see Snoop Dogg making some moves in that regard as well. Turning Death Row Records. I believe he's trying to make Death Row Records one of the official blockchain record labels.
Yeah, I saw an article about that.
Ran purely through Ethereum too, I believe.
Man.
It's some interesting times we live in just now.
Facts. We gotta get Snoop up here one day, but for right now, it's time for our coin segment.
Cha-ching!
Beep. Coin in question today is Decentraland, ticker MANA. Some people might call it Mana coin. Get that mana. I think that's the token associated. Decentraland is the platform itself, so you can log into Decentraland. It's built off of Ethereum.
Yep.
Another one. And would you say they're the most popular metaverse right now?
I'd have to say they're one of the most popular in comparison with, right now the two leading is Decentraland and Sandbox. Sandbox, I find more of that, like, I'm about to sound super dated right now, but Sandbox to me is more like Habbo Hotel, whereas Decentraland's more like a smoother Roblox.
I hear that, and I'm on Decentraland's info right now, so it seems like they're here to be kind of, well, it's going to sound punny, but like a sandbox, because there's a button here that says create a DApp, right? A decentralized app. So apparently you can use their smart contracts, the stuff they already built the code, to build onto more. And, based on their timing, they're like one of the first in the space, and they're getting certain big collabs with these corporations such as Samsung's, why we're choosing to break it down. You can see how they're kind of paving the way for metaverses in the future, right? And metaverses definitely are significant. That's why a company like Facebook changes the name to Meta Platforms Inc. So we're breaking down Decentraland as a coin, as a crypto, but also as a leader in the metaverse space. So shout out Decentraland. I mean, we do have accounts. We let you guys know already. Logged in, walk around. Makes my computer kind of hot, but I like the idea. You know what I mean? I like the code behind it. It's smooth. You can interact. You're looking at jobs on Decentraland.
I went to a job fair.
It's serious. If you can't get downtown, you can always log in Decentraland.
Not only that, they're throwing concerts on there. They're throwing seminars. You know what'd actually be amazing to see? Imagine logging into Decentraland one day and going to school.
Well, here's my thing. If I'm logging in straight to my course provider's website, why would I log into Decentraland too?
Only reason I'm stating Decentraland because it's already a community base. It's already a world base. So why not my avatar hop on the bus and actually go to school for that physical aspect? And then boom. The school platform could build just like how we saw a D app on the Decentraland platform.
Yeah, that's a lot though. I can see how we get there. I feel like maybe if kids continue to go to school like the traditional way, maybe they'll have computers at school that they can log on and have like a Decentraland period. You know what I mean? Like do everything in this metaverse, that's very interesting.
I low-key kind of see it leaning there as it is because right now how the school system is as we speak for some schools, I could only speak on the ones I'm familiar with,
Mm-hmm.
but It is all online driven. There is no teachers in class right now, other than teachers just ensuring you're sitting on your laptop. Like my nephew literally sits in a class with 13 kids, and he's on his computer. Everything is done through the computer. Math, science, everything. So like, we're already
kind of like
geared towards it.
Yeah, the one thing I would like about that is if we did, let's say, theoretically go to school through our metaverse avatar, which is kind of weird because it's kind of like logging on to Xbox to be who you are in real life, but then to go play a game. At least on Xbox, it's to a game. Like in Decentraland, you're trying to make it serious, which kind of messed my head up when I saw jobs on there. But like someone has to run the metaverse. Speaking of running the metaverse, Decentraland's smart contracts, the most important ones, on their site, they let you know it's not even run by humans. It was coded at one point, and now it's running by, the use of a DAO. Okay, Decentralized Autonomous Organization. We broke that down last episode 6, HyperDAO. So the main transactions, right, the land, the digital real estate, the wearables, the costumes, and the servers, and the marketplace are run by DAOs. Okay, so the code is doing all the work.
Self-reliant.
The blockchain is doing all the work, and you can vote on it. So, hence the autonomous. Like, it literally has a lot of room to grow and a lot of involvement to whatever level you want to be involved. And that's why I can see how corporations would not be reluctant to put some money in here. You know what I mean? Whether it's for promotion, make a store in here, whether it's to put some money, because, hey, if I buy land and I hold Decentraland, and now you drop an article that says that I bought some land, maybe Decentraland gets pumped, and I just made some more appreciation that way. So
now the floodgates open up. And what I've noticed every couple years, because Decentraland's been around for quite some time, and from what I've noticed every couple years, there is an article given on it or some sort of write-up or discussion, and instantly market value booms. Like real estate will go from 5,000
like a
to
year
30.
ago.
Yeah.
Like this thing, and I thought it was just mana, right? But what I find is that and it's happening for its competitor Sandbox too, but what I find is with each collaboration, with each big investment into it, it's just becoming a monster. Like, yeah, it's growing. So, apparently they have grants for development. Come on, it seems like a whole ecosystem of its own. I mean, there's lots of stuff you can learn from Decentraland, so just check it out if you haven't. Just go on their website. But it is almost a household name at this point in terms of metaverses and cryptocurrency and virtual worlds.
How I look at it, you might as well log on now just so you could get your persona already created before it's too late.
Someone's going to take your identity in a whole different way.
No cap.
No obligation, of course. I mean, we're not sponsored by Decentraland, but definitely an interesting platform. Like, imagine logging in to your digital avatar. You can walk around, see Mr. RawFix. You can see that he has the Mona Lisa as an NFT. You know what I mean? You can trade with him. You could
sit in my crib, listen to some beats.
Yeah, listen to some NFT beats. Go get some food.
He
can offer you a job, all in your Decentraland. You come out of that, you log off, you turn back on your human life now, and you realize you got a real pay stub.
And fast forward very soon. Be on the lookout. I am in the process of building the HHBP studios on Decentraland, so you can come kick it with us there.
We here. So shout out Decentraland for our coin segment. Definitely do your own research before making any investments. I did mention something earlier in terms of the Elon Musk. Oh, look.
That is crazy.
These guys are good.
That is crazy.
We need a sponsor. Yo, shout out Investopedia, man. Every time, that's my little sister's name. But every time we check out their website for some information, and they're helping me with a lot of my side courses too, like definitions galore and examples on Investopedia. If you want to know anything finance you don't understand in terms of terms, check it out on Investopedia. Right now, I was just going to break down takeover bid. That'll be our daily definition. So back to what Elon Musk, looked like he was trying to do when he got the largest stake of Twitter, 9.2%.
Whew.
A takeover bid is a type of corporate action in which a company makes an offer to purchase another company. In a takeover bid, the company that makes the offer is known as the acquirer, while the subject of the bid is referred to as the target company. The acquiring company generally offers cash, stock, or a combination of both in an attempt to assume control of its target. Okay, so that would make them own the other company. Their assets would fall under the acquiring company's assets. You have to monitor what kind of signal you can be getting from a takeover bid, right? It might not always be bullish. If I buy a company right now, it could be because I have plans to dissolve it. I have plans to remove it because it's competition with my other company.
Yeah.
You know, I have plans to, maybe run it for another 5 years, but you just dropped an investment that you had for 10 years and you didn't know that. You know what I mean? So you have to stay up to the times with what the CEO's plan is.
Could even be a situation where the CEO's literally just acquiring the company just to figure out their infrastructure, get a couple ideas to now build up his platform and drop this one.
And leave. Or build up all the value because I'm a CEO that's mostly known for my public
image.
Yeah, so now my public image adds value to this company. We ride it, and then I short it, and then I step down.
Boom.
And I'm sure
that's a big move.
You know what I mean? Like, they have to kind of disclose those kind of moves, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. So that's a takeover bid. Something that we will not be going for at Everything Validated. Unless you want to sell us a company. We're not about to be the acquired, though.
Nah, at this point, I'd take percentage, Just hold on to a little percentage.
Well, that brings us to some drip, right? Because not enough people know this, but 1% of a million is better than 100% of nothing, right? So percentage is key. Ownership is key. Shares. I actually have a percentage of my brother's company. I need to get it on paper, too, because he started and it's a good idea and he's a smart man. But I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll, for you, but I just need 5%.
Boom, boom.
And I'm cool with that because he's finna make that grow.
Hey, what's 5% of a $1.4 billion company?
Healthy. And that's how I'm trying to live.
Generation.
I'm trying to be a generational talent like Anthony Davis and them. Oh, man. Matter of fact, I shouldn't have not shouted him out right now. I can't believe the Lakers. That boy Russ said they didn't give me a chance. Yo, he feel like Doge right now.
Damn.
It's not the same.
It's not the same, bro. Now it's Russ got the ball. Hopefully he passes.
Yo, nah, it's bad, man. It's bad. But honestly, I'm glad it's over. Shout out everyone that made it in the playoffs. The play-in just ended. That's the timing we're on. I can't believe the Pelicans got my boy PG, man. My boy PG has a way of staying out the mix. I don't know how he does it. I mean, health and safety. I mean, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. He was hooping. I wanted to see him just shut these guys down because I don't think BI is ready. It's Easter, bro. Go get some bun. You know what I mean? Drink some porridge. He needs to put on some weight, bro.
He needs to touch back into his roots.
He reminds me of PG when he broke his leg. I'm scared to watch BI hoop because the way he hoops, you know what I mean?
Frail.
He's mad frail, bro. I'm like, damn, G. If you bump into Jason Tatum in the round 2, yeah, he just hit you with that elbow.
Speaking of Boston.
Bro, nah, you know what? Shout out Boston, man. I'm just happy for the Pelicans because Willie Green, and I liked him as a player. He's a slept-on player, but I'm liking these speeches he's giving as a coach. I'm seeing, they mic up the huddles, and it's I'm looking at Willie Green. I'm like, man, am I getting old? I used to see him play, but, to see him as a coach, I think he's been waiting to be a coach for a long time.
He was one of those players with, a lot of, I don't want to... gives off that leadership aura and just
maturity.
Anything he says, it's that mature, elegant speech. You just have to resonate with it, take it.
I never seen him have his head down.
Nah.
There's some young players you can know they're a rookie because they miss and they do stuff they express it. You know what I mean? But they're not caught up in the showmanship of the NBA. You know what I mean?
Because he understands it's just a part of the game.
Yeah, he's a consummate professional. You know what I mean? I haven't seen him have any Haslam type situations. I still want to know how that's gonna play out for the Heat, but you know, it's not like I have my money on them or anything. I wonder how this compares to our previous conversation where we were talking about the Grizzlies making it to the Western Conference Finals. I think we said we had the Grizzlies and the Warriors.
We had the Grizzlies and the Warriors, and
who do we have in the East? Bucks and probably Sixers or something like that.
But how I'm looking at it now, I'm even skeptical with the Warriors.
Why? Curry?
Yeah.
There's no replacement for Steph Curry. It's going to be an exciting playoffs, man. Can't say I have time to watch everything, but when it gets more serious, you know, conference finals maybe and finals, I'm definitely going to stay in tune. For sure. But who you got, though? And seeing how things played out now. Seeing how Harden's looking on the 76ers, because I don't even think he wasn't there when we made our predictions.
No.
You know? So we're allowed to
be
make some
honest. I know we said 76ers were going to be like somewhere up there before. Now I might just have to ride with the Sixers.
The Sixers? So you think they're better now? Fam.
Okay.
Yo.
I'm riding hard East. To be super honest, I'm riding hard.
You know who they're
East,
facing right now, right?
Pardon?
You know who they're facing right now?
Nah, to be honest, I missed that.
They're facing the Raptors.
Never mind.
This is going to be a telling series,
Damn.
fam.
But now here's the thing I also have with the Raptors.
Because we play up.
We play up, but like, I really want us to dominate right now. For some reason, we're a first round team too.
Like first round out?
Nah, like first round, we're crushing this.
That's because we're used to getting bums though. Like we used to getting like people we could actually beat for real in the first round. Like, I don't know. I think James Harden is looking a little vulnerable. I would love to have gained more confidence from what he said when he said he wasn't feeling pressure, but I was like, nah, bro. Like, there's pressure, fam. Like, I feel your pressure. Like,
I think it's media pressure hitting him.
Fam, everywhere he's went,
the ball court.
He's crumbled. He's crumbled in playoffs. Like, that's my guy. I love the way he hoops, like, style of play. He's expanded the game, but I need to see it. Like, you know, and do it for Embiid, bro. I'm sorry, Harden. Like, I get it. If you want to hang out with the rappers, it's fine, but do it for Embiid, bro. That man, he be grinding in the post, you know, and he's bringing that big man action back, you know, pause. But it'll be interesting to see them play out. And, you know, the one matchup I would love to see for real in the finals is not going to happen at all because it's not even close to happening. But I want to just see Jokic and Embiid just battle for 7 games. We don't get to see stuff like that anymore. Like,
you know what that big men reminded
don't
me
make
of?
it to the, like, they don't carry anymore.
Back in the days when you'd see
Olajuwon?
Yeah.
And the Knicks
or even like the Spurs.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan era. Okay.
But even before him when they had was it David Robinson?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Twin Towers. Yeah, like, man, when you see the big man just going at it, like,
bro,
they're just beefing in the low post.
That level of ball was different. It was gritty.
No, but look at the Admiral. Fam, the man is cut different. They weren't playing ball. They were wrestling back then. For real.
The rules were very different, too.
So, I guess that leads into our question segment, right? Like, who do y'all got for the NBA championship, Eastern Conference, Western Conference? Did your favorite team make the playoffs? Put it in the comments. I can't lie, man. The Bucks and the Raptors, I haven't watched the Heat play enough. I would say are two of the more consistent teams in the Eastern Conference playoffs. I don't want to be slighting anyone. I'm rooting for the Jazz because I'd love to see Donovan Mitchell play for something serious.
Yes.
He plays way too well to just be stuck in Utah, like, you know, not succeeding like to the highest level. So it'd be sick to see them go far. But that's what I got on sports. I can't say I know who's gonna win. Like, you know what I mean?
To be
if
honest,
anything, it looks
NBA
like the Bucks might come back
right now,
again.
But I didn't want to say the Bucks.
Fam, Giannis is hitting you with. Yo, like, no way.
Yo, Giannis with a drop step is scary.
Fam, he's hitting you with the Harden special top of the key where he used to air ball from.
You know what's scary though? His back step is man's stride.
Fam, it's man's height. It's a 10-foot. It's 12 feet. Fam, the man went from the free throw line to behind the 3.
push.
And then struggle to put as little power as he. Like, he's differently built.
From all the height.
Yeah, and it's the same man that blocked Embiid on that game-winning layup last time. So it's like, ooh, like he's our Kobe right now.
Yeah.
He's the only man showing us, I'm sorry, LeBron. He's the only man showing us offense and defense and energy and dedication to his team and passion. He doesn't take no days off. Actually, Pat Bev is doing it too, but there's levels. I like what you're doing, Pat. I'm not gonna lie to you. You seen that part when he slapped the ref on the nah, he said that ref trash and then got that pause. Nah, he funny. He's funny because I never wanted to watch Minnesota hoop so bad since KG. Like, this guy's hilarious. Honestly.
Nah, but there's a lot of guys making basketball entertaining again.
Real talk, but it has nothing to do with basketball.
Shout out to Lance.
Nah, Lance, he's a guy, and he's making our Canadian friend better. O'Shea Brissett, he's actually getting more PT since Lance came. Yeah. I think because they're at similar heights.
They have synergy.
Yeah, like he's showing him his bag, and like it's giving him confidence. Because like when you have that, hey, like I'm 6'2", he's 6'2", like okay, like if you can do that move, maybe I should do that move more. Like yeah, like crossovers, okay, you know what I mean? Like I'm watching him play with confidence now and
charisma.
I'm excited to see how far Brissett can take it for real. Especially since he started off in Toronto. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love how the Raptors are just getting real Toronto man for real. Like, it's kind of sick. They might ship him away later, but we doing our part.
Hope for the best.
And there's been a lot of news in a similarly competitive realm, which is music. Since we've potted, we've witnessed Donda 2, the STEM deliverance of his music through his own player. Shout out Kanye for that revolutionary move. Dreamville's project, Ross. I think Ross was maybe the last project I shouted out, actually.
Yeah.
So since then, we've had music from NBA
and
Dirk, Favi, Koi, Larray, Yeet. So much music. I've been listening to a lot of stuff I don't usually even try to listen to, too.
To be super honest, I super stepped out of my comfort zone. I'm going to sound dated, but like Yeet was very new for me.
B-Love as well.
Yeet, B-Love. There was one more.
It was good to see Wiz drop.
Across.
Wiz did drop.
Oh, that project was very special.
The Girl Talk one or his own project? Okay, yeah. Both of them were fire still.
That was fire.
Trust me.
Who else did I recently stumble upon? There's been a couple of solid ones here. I know I playlisted some of them.
Yeah. It's like I'm using like 3 different apps just to see what comes out because it's payola. It's super payola. But that's a whole episode.
Yeah, that was it.
Boss?
Tell me, that new Currency project. Well, it was
which one?
G Perico and Currency on the track.
Oh, it's just a track.
Back to the
Damn,
block.
I gotta hear that.
It's
G Perico don't really miss though.
Then again, the two of them have been putting out some hardcore work as of recently, so they're still not missing.
I'm trying to be the Currency of potting for real. Your man has 50 projects a year. It's insane.
Oh, speaking of, recently I was on YouTube and I found a freestyle battle by a freestyle battler that
Super Hot Fire?
Yep.
And Blueface?
Yo,
that was hilarious, bro. Dog. And I watched a real rap battle too. Like hip hop's in a good place right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like people
100%.
love to say it fell off, but if you're looking hard enough, everything's there. There's vibes, there's lyrics. It's all there. Oh yeah, ESTG dropped that project. My goodness.
There's so much music as of recently.
I've never wanted to hit a lick so bad.
I might just mask up right now.
Seriously. Man, I was gonna short all my positions.
Yo.
Just sabotage some corporations.
Nah.
For real.
There was one project I need to mention. Bass. Shout out to my Dreamville.
Yeah, the whole of Dreamville snapped and dropped with extension. So that's how you get a Boss project. The Gunna track was nice. I have an issue kind of like with the longevity of Boss's music. I like that Housewives, that track he made Housewives, but like I like the other guys on Dreamville, and I'm trying to put down bots, but I do prefer
Cosby doing his thing.
Cos and Loot.
Loot be a madman. And Jids on his team.
The other dude, what do you say? A poet laureate. Sometimes he has the softer voice. He said, "Never felt so free. I never felt so me." That guy.
This is sad because I was just bumping this all day yesterday.
Yeah, that man. Whenever he's on the project, he always has like a dope song. If you could just click the project and we could see.
It's very like.
But yeah.
Dream-like.
Yeah, that guy's voice is different, man. J. Cole knew what he was doing with that signing, and Fredo Bang dropped. I always
Young
forget
and
his
Ace
name.
also dropped some new project.
Oh, Omen. He's on a lot of cool projects.
Omen has some solid projects over the like early Dreamville days too.
He's a he's a poet for real. Like he's talking. I like that. When I hear his voice, it's just like his approach is just different. Yeah, like he doesn't try to put any like angry rapper voice on. Like he kind of has like it's almost like Andre 3000. Like he has this tone that he's in that just makes you listen. You know, it's kind of distinct. So shout out Dreamville. It's interesting to see J. Cole and his maturity as a product, right? Like, hey, tax him first. You can't touch me. I'm rare. And then now that I'm at my height, hey, $100,000 features for everybody. Like, $1 million features. Yeah, I kind of lowballed with the 100,000. But yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get tracks like the Bia track now. You know, you get the Benny the Butcher collab. You know. So that's the day one.
And one thing I do like about that D-Day project, I'm not sure if you caught the Dreamville live concert.
Nah, but you're telling me about it.
Yo, that was actually lit. Hosted by DJ Drama.
DJ Drama.
I won't lie, I missed day one, but day two was something special still. They brought out all the OG goats, you know, from like the early DJ Drama days, from the Gangsta Grill series. All of that. Had some performances on day two from people like Young Jeezy. Young Jeezy had I swear he dropped half his whole catalog from Gangsta Grills.
Dreamville, cut that check. Facts though. But yeah, there's lots of new music. If we miss anything, put that in the comments for us. There's so much new music. Like Kodak dropped, I think, in the time we were gone too. So don't think we sleeping on it. It's just, you know, it damn near, you know, I don't want to be saying stale music, like, you know what I mean? So there you have it. The hip hop with the blockchain, everything being validated in sequence. You know, Malik the engineer, Mr. RawFix. But don't think we popping off this camera and microphone without giving you guys a daily resource. It's a bit different today, and that's why we left it to the end. Thank you for those who waited. You are being rewarded with the daily resource. You want to find crypto-related information in a timely manner in relation to when it actually is publicized. Check out Blockworks. I think I found them through 19 Keys. Blockworks, they do post a lot of NFT and crypto-related news. And they post their source. So, and they have articles if you prefer the website style, of news. So you could check out Blockworks Twitter account, Blockworks with a S and then a underscore. I like what they're doing. Great work on Twitter. They're growing. Seem to be based in New York, and they have a website. So check out blockworks.co/newsletter for financial crypto related news, or just give them a follow and you can check it out on Twitter. While you're on there, follow Everything Validated and tell them you appreciated episode 7. You can also follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and now Reddit and Discord.
Before I actually forget, we actually have some things coming up. We're gonna drop some more news and hints in regarding to it, but right now, me and Mr. Malik the engineer will be at Canada's largest blockchain conference, known as the Blockchain Futurist Conference. It's going to be in Toronto this year, August 9th to August 10th, 2022.
Jeez. Yeah, we're going to be there.
It's actually huge because if you're not familiar with this conference, it's one of Canada's largest cryptocurrency blockchain related event conferences, where they discuss anything in between. So, like information such as NFTs, blockchain technology, fintech, DeFi, kind of a lot of the things we talk about here on this podcast, but now we're going to be amongst our peers.
Right.
What we're also going to try to do is document everything that we do during that conference days, because we got some special tickets, undisclosed.
You dig what I'm saying?
But if you also want to show up at the Blockchain Futurist conference, please hit us up in the DM. We will be able to direct you. Hell, you never know. Might be able to get a 1-2 conference ticket. Know what?
And don't sleep. Like, it's big players there, right? So past speakers include Larry King from CNN, and the inventor of Ethereum himself was there at previous events of this conference. So who knows? Maybe we have some return personalities show up again, right? So we have people from pt.2, founders of AMP. Like, it's a lot of crypto space pioneers that are synonymous with this conference. So they are having a Toronto event at Rebel August 9th and 10th. Like Mr. RawFix let you know, and we're gonna be there. Okay, so just Google Blockchain Futurist Conference, or you could check out the link in our description and get your early bird tickets for a couple more days. After that, just get your normal tickets if you want to show up and be part of the future with us.
Highly advise the early bird tickets because they taxing.
But we get money over here, you know what I'm saying? Get your crypto up. So we're not worried about that. Just show up and we can be part of this powerful information discussion. Okay, so you can possibly leverage this information in a way to make yourself some change,
and it's
or change your
crazy.
perspective.
If you look at their sponsor list, who like past sponsors, they had CoinSquare, Polymath, Caban, CoinMarketCap, Hypercube, Bitcoin.com. So this ain't a joke. All the big players are gonna be here.
And it's food trucks, so I want to hear no excuses.
I'm gonna be there, hungry belly, camera ready.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the schedule now for day 1 and 2. I'm seeing stuff like NFT galleries, blockchain boot camp,
It's
presentations and panels. Come on, I mean, we have to practice what we preach in terms of the proximity principle, and that's why we're keeping ourselves in close proximity to people who are trying to be involved with what we're trying to be involved with, and push forward the mass adoption of cryptocurrency. So go ahead and get you some now before everyone's using it and it's worth too much. Okay, so that's the premise behind our involvement. And who knows, maybe one day we could be a guest speaker at this very conference. So just some beginning steps in our journey. If you want to take them with us, definitely tap in. Blockchain Futurist Conference.
All right, with that being said, I think it's time we get started on the rest of our day, sir.
It's been a beautiful one. We appreciate everyone who's listened through to the end, and if you found this valuable at all, please put a like on the video or on your platform. Save us, follow us. We got more episodes coming for you soon. And if you just haven't had enough, check out our Everything Validated Patreon for more bonus exclusive content.
Don't worry, we're going to be offering some more perks in the Patreon coming up soon. Such things as maybe, some one-on-ones, being able to conversate with us.
Weekly phone calls, resource lists to go over previous theories and resources from our episodes. And you can catch it all there, kind of like in a curriculum style. So much to learn, so much to discuss, and we're just happy that you're here with us. Everything Validated, brought to you by Hip Hop Blockchain.
We here!
Episode 7, we out.
Peace.